my god, I am so happy to be back. I can finally make shit. I'm sure everyone is going to ask the obvious questions like, where the fuck have you been? Are you ever going to upload again? What the fuck happened? Basically, this has been one of the worst years of my life, aside from YouTube and getting engaged, of course. Yes, I will be uploading again. I'll be okay, don't worry, it's all good. And because I have to be vague for good reasons, I'm sure some people will assume stuff. So let me just say, I'm not dying, I'm not pregnant, I don't do drugs or drink, I'm physically healthy. Most of what I'm referring to is out of my control and involves other people. And one reason being, like many of you, I'm sure, I've watched YouTube since the very beginning of YouTube almost every day. And some of the YouTubers that I've watched for years that share most of their lives, the good and the bad, with their viewers kind of feel like friends. Not real friends, of course, but you know, and I kind of like that, and I want to be able to share some things with you guys. It's nice to feel a part of their lives in a way, and I used to love when I'd find YouTubers that aren't afraid to talk about the tough shit, and especially when they would share intimate details of their mental health. It made them seem more like real people that aren't just faking happiness all the time. Not to say that some YouTubers aren't happy most of the time, but you know what I mean. And when they share details about their mental health, it used to help me feel less alone with what I've struggled with and what I'm still struggling with. But now that I have my own channel, my thoughts about sharing certain types of negatives have changed a lot. I think anyone with a following has somewhat of a responsibility to withhold intimate details regarding their mental health or really dark moments. I'm in no way saying that certain YouTubers should stop doing this. Like, I get that a lot of them use it as like their therapy and they don't really have people to go to, and they use YouTube. And I have someone, I am very lucky to have someone to go to with anything, so it's not like I need to use YouTube as an emotional dumping ground. I mean, everyone that follows those YouTubers has the option to unfollow and avoid their posts, but I think there's a better way to go about sharing the really dark moments if you do decide to share them. I think it's best if you keep it private until they're far past it, and I am not far past it, so can't really talk about it. But I've also been thinking about sharing even in my personal life. I've always been that friend that people felt comfortable going to dump all their shit on, and I welcome that. Like, dump all your shit on me, I don't care. I usually keep my shit private, but I was desperate for support a few times and finally shared some stuff I was going through. Not all of it, just part of it, and exactly what I thought would happen happened. They felt guilty telling me about their stuff because they saw mine as worse. And even just a few months ago, an old friend messaged me saying something like how they feel bad about talking about their stuff when I'm going through worse, or at least what they thought was worse. And I don't want anyone to ever feel that way with me, so just many reasons why I think I should keep the bigger problems private. It's not so bad if you share sometimes, but like if I were to share exactly how I feel all the time and like what's going on, it would be fucking terrible. It's kind of like when you're growing up and your parents try to keep whatever they're going through hidden, and I'd rather do the same. After this update video, after I share like a few things that I'm willing to share or what I can share, I'm just gonna focus on making content because I can finally do that now. I'm so excited. So where the fuck have you been? First, it started off after I gained a good amount of subs way too fast. After I shared the stuff I found regarding TsundereWaifu. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and just like, can't believe all of you fucking subscribed. Like, it's so weird to look at my fucking sub count. It's like 3 times bigger than the population of this one place I lived in. Oh, it's so weird to think of it, because it's just, I keep thinking of the views and the subs as like real people. So it's just like, imagine, like, sit there right now and imagine like thousands of people, or even just hundreds, or like dozens, like just dozens of eyes just staring at you. It's so weird. And it's not even like the fear of judgment or whatever like a lot of people worry about. I get that fear, but I let that go really fast. It's mostly the compliments. I don't know why. I think it's that people that don't know me personally complimenting me is kind of weird for me. There's like basic compliments where you can be like, oh, your voice is nice. Like that is really surprising because my voice is really fucking annoying to me. But the other deeper ones, I keep getting them in my DMs and it's just weird. I'm not complaining. Like, it's nice, and I'm sure I'll get used to it, and it's really sweet of you guys. It's just that attention makes me really uncomfortable. There's a lot of things I want to do in my life that involve creating stuff, and YouTube is part of that, and I want to create stuff and I want to put it out there whether anyone watches it or not. But it's like when people put you on a pedestal and they don't know you, it makes me super anxious. And I've seen this happen to so many YouTubers where they're put on pedestals. I mean, you can see it with like everyone. I never thought that it would make me so anxious to the point where I would get sick. That's only happened a few times in my life, but my my anxiety can get really bad to the point where I can't sleep at all. I feel super nauseous 24/7, like it did not go away. I had that for a few weeks after the whole sniper roll stuff when I first blew up. Like I didn't expect that many people to sub to me and watch the video and watch my other stuff. And don't take this as you shouldn't comment nice things. I'm just saying I need to get used to it, and it was too much all at once. It's just, as it grows, I can't even look at it now. It just makes me so anxious. And there are many reasons why I haven't been uploading. It isn't just that. I'm trying to share the things that I can and what I'm willing to share. The anxiety just made it incredibly hard for me to work on anything when I had a window to work on something. Then that window would pass and I'd feel like shit for basically being pathetic. And I don't want this to come across like I don't care or like I'm not happy about it. Like, of course I'm super happy about it. And that would be amazing if this could be my job. Like, that would be so cool. And I've gotten to know a few of you guys and you're really cool. Like, I can handle it with like a small group of people, but like too many people at once, way too much. I might be able to get used to it over time, but when I first started, I only made a handful of videos and had 1,000 subs, which wasn't so bad. I was even able to get to know them in the comment section. I still remember all the regulars that would comment, and I miss seeing their comments. I wish there was a way I could click on each subscriber to see all their comments so it makes it easier. Like, thank you so much for subbing. This sounds so cheesy, but it's been a really shit year, and you guys are kind of like a shining light in the tunnel of darkness. Oh god, cringe. But anyways, thank you. I'm sorry I'm rambling. I'm just trying to be honest and not do this through like a script or something. Got my bullet points, so hopefully that's helped. And I'm really excited to make stuff. I have so many things planned and hopefully all of it works out, but I'm super excited and I hope I get the balls to stream. That would be awesome. And I have good internet. Oh my god, I can actually upload quicker and I won't have to deal with any problems. I'm so happy about that. So that's a positive. Okay, on to the main reason I haven't been able to upload. Spoiler, I have to be super vague because it's personal and involves other people and their privacy. Basically, a lot has happened this year that deeply affected me. I feel like I'm emotionally and mentally drained, if that makes sense. Like, even if I tried to explain everything, there's so much shit that it's impossible to cover it all. But part of what's been going on in just the past few months has been my parents going through a really bad divorce, and I thought I'd be fine, but it wound up being really fucking hard for me, and I was still living with my parents, and so I was there for all of it. And it took a while to sell the house, split up the stuff, and get separate housing, and they decided to live hours apart, so that's been hard too. And we have 2 family dogs. I wound up taking one of them with me. It's really complicated and involves a bunch of shit and a private situation, and all I can really say is that it's been really emotional. After it was all done, my fiance and I drove from San Francisco to Illinois, where he lives. I'll be here for until like early next year, possibly, I don't know yet. We had tons of car problems, which were really stressful to deal with, including a hit and run. I thought the trip through California would be nice because I planned to show my fiance all of my favorite places that I haven't taken him to yet, and even all of that went wrong because we were traveling during a heat wave. It was so fucking terrible, even in areas where it's normally not that hot. Then as we left California, I tweeted out how I'm finally moving and I'll be able to upload soon and actually work on stuff. And then I got sick that same fucking day. I don't know what it was, and I rarely ever get sick even while I travel. And I wish it was just nausea and puking and stuff, because then I could at least record something with my voice. But whatever it was pretty much focused around my throat. I could hardly talk. It was super painful. It might have been strep throat, but I've never had that before, so I don't know. And it wound up lasting about 2 weeks before the pain went away, and on top of that, I had a really fucking terrible period for the whole trip at the same time. It was so much pain. Then literally the day I started feeling better, I got a bladder infection. Of course! Then a few days after that, my fiance's grandma died, and it's been really hard for him. Then we had to get back on the road and travel a long distance for a funeral. It just felt like a lot all at once and never ending. And since I'm sure people will ask why we live states away from each other if we're engaged, we've been in a long distance relationship for like 6 years now. I know, it's fucking crazy. I told you guys in the past video we met on Xbox Live on Gears of War 3, and we've been best friends ever since, and it's totally worth the distance. It really sucks, but it's worth it. It's a really complicated situation. Yet another complicated situation. So many. But yeah, we deal with it. It's all good. I can at least tell you this, there's so much imminent death around me. Someone that I love, that I need, that means the world to me is sick and has been for a long time. They could die at any moment and it's always on my mind. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm scared to lose them and others as well. Even my dog isn't doing well. I grew up with her by my side every day and she could die at any time as well. Even everyone around my fiance, and I mean literally everyone he cares about other than me, are sick and dying. I'm scared and I can't stop freaking out about it. And some stuff happened in the past also involving death and suicide that's just really fucked with me, and it's basically just a clusterfuck of death. Most of the people I love are either dying or suicidal, and it really sucks. I'm sorry, I know all this sounds like I'm feeling sorry for myself. I don't want pity, I just want to give you guys an honest update, even though I have to keep it very vague and leave out like the bulk of the details and the bulk of what's happening. And I'm sorry that the last video I uploaded was the Daddy of 5 video. I said I had 2 videos I was working on, and I was going to upload them, and it was about Overwatch and stuff, and I can't find those files now, so that really sucks. But basically I saw Repsion streaming something about child abuse, and I clicked on it, and then I went to the channel that he was looking at, and it was Daddy of 5, and I binged their videos, and then like a day or 2 later, Philip DeFranco talked about it, and he mainly focused on the ink prank, which was a super light one in my opinion, and because of that, the mainstream media picked it up, and they pretty much only focused on the ink prank. So then I felt a lot of feelings, and I was super angry, and it got a little personal, and then decided to make a video so that I could show like how bad it really was. And I initially started the project analyzing every single video, so I was gonna like break the entire channel down to show just how bad it was, and I realized how stupid that is. That's like way over 5 hours of content, and no one's gonna want to sit through that. So I broke it down like crazy, and that took forever. And I didn't have the time to do it, and I did it, and I kind of only had like that one window to work on stuff, so I kind of took it and used it on that, and I'm sorry about that. I'm sure I missed a ton of stuff I've wanted to say for months now because I can't remember it all right now, but just so you all know, I'll be fine. And I moved from California to Illinois a few weeks ago, and while I'm here I can really focus on YouTube stuff, so you can finally expect content. And I used all the money I got from the videos I had monetized on a new computer, so everything will be way quicker and smoother and easier to work with, but the bulk of that came from selling my old computer, and my fiance chipped in, and I borrowed a camera and I filmed me building my new computer, so maybe I'll turn it into a tutorial for you guys to help a few of you. It's just my hands in it, not my face, so don't get all excited. Unless you have a hand fetish. Oh, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, my Daddy of 5 video is striked down for a while by community strikes for violence. But it's back up now, and the Sniper Wolf Journey to Top 500 one was taken down by, it says, Sniper Wolf, so once again, another false copyright claim on it. It's been down for a long time now because I'm still in the process of disputing it, but it should hopefully be back up by the time you watch this video, I think. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm so sorry if this video turns out to be so long. I know I rambled, and I'm sure I missed stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys like some sort of update just to let you know where I'm kind of at right now. There's a lot more to it, but I can't get into details like I said, but thank you for listening if you did. If you didn't, fuck you. I'm kidding. I know some people don't care. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you sharing your personal shit? I don't care about you. I just want content. I know. Thank you. Oh, and before I forget, so many people have been messaging me asking me about how to support me financially, like tips or whatever. I keep telling them that I don't feel comfortable making a Patreon until I upload consistently, and I still feel that way. So I'll be making one soon once I'm uploading, but someone did bring up a good point. I didn't really think about just linking a PayPal for anyone that just really wants to give a one-time donation, even though they know that I haven't been uploading. So for those of you who really want to, I'll put that in the description of this video, but please don't if you can't afford to. Anyway, guys, smell you later. Unless something crazy happens, like a tornado hits me out here, like that really could happen, because in my luck, it's so bad right now. Oh shit, I almost forgot. I wanted to share a few creators with you guys, so hold on just a second. Let me go find them. This is Dizzy. He's a YouTuber that has pretty good quality stuff. Go sub to him for some nice chill music. These two are my favorites. If you like Studio Ghibli, you'll love this one. I love the backgrounds he chooses, and this one is so nice. And this one, I just love how the pixel art is just so perfect with the chiptune. It just looks so nice together. Pixel art is my favorite art style, by the way. Here are a couple of chibis that were drawn by, I don't wanna fuck up this name. I even asked her how to say the name, and I can't remember. fuck? I think it's supposed to be You Are Zero. She's on DeviantArt. She's a really talented artist. Like, look at this shit. It's so nice. She even drew this one for me. And just so you know, I'm not promoting her just because she drew me fan art. I just genuinely love her quality. I'll link her DeviantArt below for if any of you are interested in her work. She's also open for commission. And last, I wanted to share one of my favorite channels that more people need to know about, Guild of Ambience. Holy shit, they are amazing. Please check them out. It's so comfy cozy. I'm in love. I listen to their videos every day and every night, and since I have insomnia, it really helps me sometimes. So yeah, you guys should go check out these people. Thank you if you do. Okay, now we do the gay outro. Anyway, guys, smell you later.